That came Saturday. Maybe they were they working on Saturday, Friday? Okay. But y'all have what y'all need. You have what you need. Okay. Okay. Hey y'all, I'm your girl Kimberly Nicole, and we are asking God rhetorical questions. But this week, I'm gonna let you guys spend the week with me. I don't do anything amazing, I don't do anything fantastic, but you'll kind of get a glimpse of what it is to be a 44-year-old entrepreneurial Christian girly. So come along. Good morning. This is the beginning of a week for me, and yeah, today, what do I have to do today? So y'all, I just finished doing my prayer meditation, and I paused it. I did it for like 8 minutes. I give myself 45 minutes in the morning to do prayer, meditation, and Bible study. And so I don't have a time. I just pray until I stop. So sometimes I've gone 15 minutes and sometimes 5 minutes. So, but just now I was just really, of course, every time I'm just being grateful, but just now I was really thinking about how grateful I am and thankful that I am for absolutely every single thing that God has forwarded me the opportunity to do. God has forwarded me the opportunity to have a roof over my head and have peace in my heart. Ever since I left my job 3 years ago and started my own business, it has been, I can't even say I've been afraid. Let me not say that. Because I honestly, when God gave me this opportunity and He blessed me with more than, like He literally doubled my income, I have operated in nothing but faith before that. Because again, remember, if you all have been following me, I quit my job without even having a job. I had a six-figure salary, very comfortable position, could do what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it. I was on my way to the next level. Easily could have been in a VP role, but I was stressed out and I was extremely unhappy at that place. And I just knew in my heart of hearts that I could not be there anymore. I didn't know how I was going to pay my bills. I had $7,000 in my bank account. Mel was a junior in college. I'm his sole provider. I was paying for his way. He had an apartment. He was getting into an apartment, but I just knew and I trusted God. Like this, out. Yeah, some of you all know me, so you know I'm not lying. It's just I had nothing to fall back on but God. I just knew that place was no longer for me. And when I got my first contract, it ended up being at the oh God, it ended up paying out way more. But I also had God gave me two jobs. He gave me a tech job, and then He gave me a contract for my business, which doubled my income, just like that in 6 weeks. Just like that, double my income. We didn't miss a beat. Not a bill was missed. I was able to pay above and beyond, pay off debt to the point to where I lived a not a minimum lifestyle, but I just had less debt. Now I just have more debt on my business side, which is fine, that because that's what business is about. You're building things on your, because it costs to do business, point blank and period. However, I was still again sitting thinking like, God, you blessed me with HEC, higher ed consultant, and you blessed me with amazing consultants. Like I've had a team that are truly there for me. It's like three of them. One I talk to all the time. The other one is my consultant, and I talk to him fairly regularly. And the other one, I don't talk to as often. But if I called her today, she'll be ready to work for me. Like it's been, he has blessed me with some amazing. And every last one of those individuals are Christians, and they are true in their faith. They pray for me. They have prayed for me. I prayed before our meetings. We sent a prayer request. I started one meeting and one of the consultants was like, well, can I put in a prayer request before we start? Like, I didn't know that God was going to take me through this journey. I didn't know that I was going to be praying for on my business meetings before my call because I can. Who's going to tell me I can't? Who is going to tell me I can't? You work for other people, you work for other businesses. That's frowned upon. God is just not in the center, but he is in the center. And that is something that I pride myself on, being able to start my meetings in prayer and having a team and being able to hire who I want to hire and having a team of individuals that are Christian based. And God sent me those individuals. He sent me those individuals, and they have been by my side. I can call every last one of them right now. They're answering, and they are going to whatever it is that I ask for as it relates to the business. They're there. Oh, so for that, I'm just thankful. And then God gave me Hectic Hire Ed Consultant Tough Questions, which is the software that I've been working. Well, my developers have been working, but I built. We're building. He sent me Hectic in my sleep, like, and it's so funny. Pastor talked about Bishop. I guess it's Bishop talked about yesterday how oftentimes, and it's a scripture. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oftentimes, and I've said this before in one of my messages about how it's like every time I wake up in the morning, I've heard something from God. Like I may go to sleep with a prayer and I wake up with an answer, but this particular most of the time I always wake up with a yearning for something. Like it's just stuff that comes to me. Um, what was it? Returning and resting. Returning means repenting, quietness and confidence and strength. I think it is in. I think it's Isaiah. I think it was Isaiah 30:15. I think. I don't know. I have so many. I have so many scriptures in here. A place of rest. Oh no, it was Job. Job 33:15. Um, he speaks in dreams. So yeah, he was talking about it was a whole thing. It was a good message. If you all need a church home or you're just looking for a really good preacher and teacher, Word of Faith Cathedral with Bishop Dale Brunner, or just watch him online. He's a great teacher. I listen to multiple people, but I love listening to him because I got notes for days, and as you can see, I refer back to him. But this particular one he was talking about was a place to rest, which was Job 33:15, because you need rest in order for God to speak, in order for because He speaks to us in our dreams. Because for the most part, we're so busy during the day that we don't hear God. It's not until we're laying down, resting, quiet in our minds, where He can actually get to us, where we can hear what He has to tell us. So when I woke up one morning, I just had this idea to build a software product. And it's so funny how God aligns stuff, because it wasn't until I worked at Workday, which is a tech company, as a product manager for financial aid, that I was exposed to Slack. And Slack is how they communicate. Like most tech companies, or people in corporate America use a channel like a Slack platform. We never use that. Like we use Teams, and when I worked at colleges, and we just really started using Teams when COVID hit. But this is their world, and they talk the sprints, and they talk like I just understood the language. So when Hectic came, I already had this knowledge that I learned from Workday. I was only at Workday for a year. I ended up quitting because I couldn't continue to grow my own business. I had then locked in a second client. So I had two clients and I had Workday, and there was no way I could do all three. And I had all three of my consultants was working for me. I had a full time, I had that job still there. And I was really waiting to be there for a year, because once you're there for a year, you can buy out your stock, which means I was able to pull money out of my stock, and which was a little nest egg, which I still have, because I have not had to touch it. Thank God. It was a little quick little nest egg, and then everything else I made, it just went to the business, which ultimately is paying for the software product. So it all works out. And but because of that knowledge, I was able to kind of understand more about what I wanted to do just from that, and understanding how to develop a product, how to draw out a product, how to talk to developers. How now I don't know all the back end stuff, but I didn't know you don't need to. That's why you hire people. I understood the vision, I understood what I wanted it to do. And again, that's hectic. It was like that morning. I don't even know. I like it was because it was God. Like I just knew He was assigning me to do something else as related to this work that I was doing. And hectic is almost a year. We've been working on it for almost a year. February will be a year. And I just knew. I think the timeline they said was like 3 to 6 months is not. And thankfully, I didn't put a timeline on it. I was just they just been working, and I've been doing other things, but now it's getting more of my attention because it's almost to the finish line. So I've been working with a marketing team. But again, that and he put, oh, asking God rhetorical questions. He put that in my spirit, and I I ignored it for a while. This lamp is dusty. I ignored it, and I thought about it. And I was like, that's something. Let me see if I can find what I was reading that brought me to this. Hold on. Okay. So I found this is what is the devotional. See if y'all can see this. Here. This is the devotional I was reading earlier this year, 100 Days of Strength and Any Struggle. So I read a story about, like, in the thing, it tells different stories about people in their just their story and their testimony with God, and how this particular one was just talking about how everything was going great. Money was coming in, everybody was doing great, and then all of a sudden unemployment hit. They was, debt was piling up, and all of the things, and how then it again it talked about how Jesus brings us peace. All of the things that she was just telling her story. And so I wrote, this was on May 8th, and I wrote, the scripture was, can all of your worries add a single moment? Is these contacts, girl, I can't see it with them. Can all of your worries add a single moment to your life? And that was Matthew 6:27. So I wrote, God, as I woke up this morning, one of my first thoughts, it wasn't on God, was my late invoices, because the clients don't pay their stuff on time. And if you run a business and this, if you're sending out an invoice, it's probably because the work has already been done and people have already been paid, so you're waiting to get your money back. Yes, it's a very stressful situation, especially when it takes them 2-3 months. That means you're paying using all of your own money, waiting to get that money back, and you don't know when you're gonna get that money back. Yeah. um and business debt was piling up. I said, and then per usual, the devotional led me to Matthew 6. Don't worry about money and things of the world, but put your faith in God and your place in heaven. You cannot serve God and be enslaved to money. Down up under this scripture, this passage, this reading is what led me to ask God rhetorical questions, because at the time I was thinking, like, God, whatever it was, like, this business, this money, whatever. But when it talked about you can't be enslaved to money, my thought was, I keep asking God these rhetorical questions because I already know the answer. Like, I was asking God about this and that, and already knew the answer. So that's where on May 8th, God coined the phrase asking God rhetorical questions, and I sat on it since May 8th. And then I, kept it in the back of my head, though. I never let it go, never anything like that. I kept it in the back of my head. And it came up again during one of my therapy sessions. I was like, I just feel like I'm supposed to do something with that. I was like, maybe, you know, maybe I'll study the Bible that way. I'm sure I told this story before. I was like, maybe I'll study the Bible that way. So I did. I started writing down all kind of questions, like, what is my purpose? What do you want me to do? Who should I be dating? Who should I be letting go? Why is this? What, like, the who, what, when, where, why, how? I had written down like 6 pages of just random questions, and I would just start picking from them and literally looking up scriptures in the word and studying them. And after that, I heard God clear as day say, do more. I was like, I don't know what else, what else you want me to do? Anyway, fast forward, we are here. And I had no idea that I would be running a full-blown YouTube channel. I started with 0. Now I have 55 followers. Like, it's been, what, 3 months? I think I have 41 videos posted now, but I have never cared about the numbers. Like, this is one time when this is truly all on God. What I talk about is God, on God. When I post, it's all on God's timing. The fact that I have a YouTube channel is all on God's timing, because this was never my plan. Let me repeat this. This is how we know when it's God. This was never my plan. No intentions of starting a YouTube channel, recording myself talking, being vulnerable, sharing my stories, and just because it just was never my intention. And who wants to be vulnerable? Who wants to share that type of stuff about himself? But for me, it was me being obedient, because I knew God told me to do more. I knew it was other people like me who genuinely a good person, just wanted to be a better person in Christ. But you can't do that if you don't do the work. You can't just go to church. You have to embed yourself in the word. You have to change your habits. And when I say you, I mean it me. And that's what I've been doing truly over the last year. Like, over the last year, I have drastically changed my habits. I've walked away from friendships that were no longer pleasing, that was no longer suitable for me, that I felt would stifle my growth as it relates to, some people are just negative because they don't have the Holy Spirit in them, right? So it's like every time you talk to a person, it's always a gossip situation, or it's always a problem situation, or it's always a negative situation. It's never anything good. Not saying that they was like wearing you out, but it's just like, if I talk to this person, I'm gonna have to get in a different mindset every time I get on the phone with this person, or when I'm around this person. And that was I just had to wean those things out. And so I went through that process, and it just brought so much peace. Again, walked away from a long-term friendship, but it brought so much peace because of the friendship was no longer aligned. And it was stressful for me because I had so much love for that friendship, right? And I felt this person was a spiritual sister to me. So it just didn't make sense anymore. It's just like, this is just not the way. It just was not the way. And I found so much peace in releasing that relationship. It was just time. It wasn't on, how it happened to me was kind of disheartening, but people are in different spaces. Like, I was in a different space, and I don't expect anybody to understand my walk. And what I've just decided not to do, or to do, is not for them, it's for God. So that's that on that. But yeah, I just had to I have put my foot down a lot this year. I have been putting my foot down a lot this year, having a lot of hard conversations with myself and with other people. And all of that it actually started before asking God rhetorical questions, which probably is God was leading me up to the strength to do something like this. And now here we are, 3 or 4 months later, and I'm learning more about how to record. I'm looking into a new camera mic, because I do want to convert this into more of a podcast situation, because I am not the walk around recording girly. I know that now during this process. That's just not my ministry. That is not my ministry. I do not get any pleasure out of that, but I do get pleasure with talking to you all. I enjoy talking, telling a story. I would love to bring other people on to talk and tell stories. So that is the goal, is to just, and that's what it was originally was. I kept saying maybe I do a podcast, but because I didn't know how to do a podcast, I didn't know how to do a YouTube. I just knew to get a camera and start recording. But I could have done it and still made it a podcast. So that's going to be my work now, is to how to convert it, still do the videos, um, but kind of convert it. And I think I know I've talked about that. I'm gonna make my extra space in my house a studio, so that way it can be extremely intentional. Like, I'm doing this right here for you all, but yeah, this is work. Like, this is just way. This. I just want to talk about God. I just want to talk about testimonies, talk about how I'm learning the Bible and all of the things. And yeah, I get it. People want to kind of, get to know a person so you can understand their walk. But that's gonna have to happen with me talking to you all and just telling you all. Because I've already, like, this is such a process. Always, as long as we're obedient, He has a plan. He has a plan. I don't. Did I tell y'all that? My battery's about to die, so hopefully I can tell y'all that. So did I tell y'all that? So I took on an assignment with HEC for free back in April because God told me to do it. He said, do it for free, Kimberly. And I was like, okay, start doing it for free. Job has wore me out, but it's been good work. I've met some amazing people. It's been good work. I've met some amazing people. Fast forward 6 months. I think I mentioned this. Fast forward 6 months, I run into a client, a paying client, and they are identical to the client that I've been doing work for free, almost, as far as the system and like them going through a process. And I said, oh, okay, I see what you did there, God. You knew I would need these skills for a client down the road, and I would be able to speak the language. I knew the system, I knew the accreditation process on top of the financial aid, which I know. You knew, had I tried to get that client without doing this work for this client for free, I wouldn't have known anything about this accreditation process, like a school going through accreditation. I've always worked for schools that have been accredited. And then this system, it's a system called Populate. I have never heard of this system before in my life. I've always worked with a Lucian product or a Workday product. I never even heard of this software system, but now I'm very familiar with it. So when the client, the potential client, said something about the system, y'all, when I got off that phone call, I said, okay, God, I see what you did there. I had got to the point where I'm like, I gotta leave this place. These people are wearing me out. They ain't paying me no money. They want me to do all this stuff for free. But again, a gift isn't a gift until it's given away. And this work is something that I'm really good at. And we ran the numbers up. Me and Jay, we did the work, ran the numbers up. Mission has really been accomplished. Like, the mission has been accomplished. And I'm really just on the road, on the trip now until God tells me to get off. I really feel like He has me packing my bags though. Like, but I'm gonna just stay still until God tells me, okay, it's time to move on. You did your work there, and like, I got you where I needed you to be to now help this other school, right? And I think that's the work. Like, when it's time for me to help this other school, maybe that's when the transition is shifts, um, because then something will fall short, and I know He doesn't want this work to fall short. I know He doesn't want, hectic to fall short. So maybe this is the transition. Maybe this was always part of the plan, was you do this work until this assignment comes along, and you're learning and you're gaining. Like, I've learned so much from this client. I have learned so much from this client. So I was like, okay, God, I see what you did there. I know I've rambled on. That wasn't even what I was intending on talking about, and I still have 37 minutes to do my Bible study, and it is 8:29, and I have that meeting at 10. So let me get back into my day, and I will see you all later. So, taking notes while I do Bible study is extremely important because it does help me retain the information that I'm reading. Like most, if anybody is in the process of studying the Bible or have ever studied the Bible, we know how cumbersome it is. But I just like to take notes and take my time. I'm never on a time schedule, and I take notes my way. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just stuff that I want to retain. So if I write it down, I definitely can retain it better, right? I kind of tell my own stories. I write it my own way.
And I may refer back to some of the scriptures that they refer to in the Bible, but it is a part of my process when I'm reading. That is considered Bible studying to me, is making sure that I am taking notes. And that's why you see me with highlighters and pens and extra pieces of paper, because yeah, I just want to be very intentional so that I can retain. It's so much, right? It's so much. And I know my memory is not the best. So yeah, this is just part of the process for me.
All right, I have finished Bible study. I have it's 9:11, so I have about 40 minutes before my 10 o'clock meeting. So I'm about to get dressed. I have errands to run, so I was like, let's just get it over with. Let's just get dressed and be done with all of the things. So I'll be back. So I am dressed. Take off my scarf. You can't really see the whole outfit. Let me see if I push y'all back a little bit. Um, Comfy, cozy joggers, or not joggers, jogging pants that I got from Akira. They're so super cute and so super comfortable. Like the bomb. This little top I got from H&M. I wish I had my other tripod. Then y'all can see the whole fit. But it's something simple, something basic. I will wear a cardigan with this. I think I'm gonna go with this one today because I will wear my sambas with this look. And yep, this is the look. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, well, first of all, yeah, let's start with the admin panel. I think you tested it, and I saw your question about members in the workspaces. Okay, so first my question is everything, yeah, I remember about members in the workspaces. If everything else is fine for you, is all functionality is fine. I mean, if we talk about admin panel,
Admin
because
panel. Okay, let me go to my admin panel.
so, I I can share my screen and we can go
Okay.
step by step actually. Just so this is Hectic that I'm working on, and when I say Hectic, it's HECTQ, and it is a communication platform for higher education administrators. And um, yeah, I'm waiting to finish with this product so that I can launch it hopefully at the top of next year. It's exciting though. All right, now work is over and I am headed out to Home Goods to look for a chair.
Yeah, I had to go get my tape measure because I think I can fit this chair in my car. I just need to make sure I'm in love with it. The people in this store are super friendly. This lady was asking about my camera. Um, and then she said I was so beautiful. Girl, nobody had looking a hot mess. Sure, I got my feet because I'm about to put these cameras. Look at this mirror. Look how pretty this mirror is. I put on my Reeboks, my Samba Dupes. I have my bag, which I have my laptop in. I carry my camera, but she's cute. Isn't it cute, babe? Hello and welcome or welcome back. I'm your girl Kimberly Nicole, and we are asking God rhetorical questions. So hey y'all, what am I doing right now? So I've already started my day. Prayer, y'all. Woke up, great mood. Sending out some stuff, trying to make sure I joined these groups at church. So I wanted to make sure I set up my app and all that. Anyway, got to moving throughout the day. Was about to start my Bible study. Went into my office and the electricity isn't working. The light will come on, but all the sockets are out. I'm just like, not today, God. Like I just did not, just not in the mood. Like yesterday, I did absolutely nothing. I just could not. I just didn't want to do anything. I mean, I did my 4.5 miles, my Bible study. I went to Home Goods to look for something for the studio, and then I came home and caught up with my bestie on the phone for like an hour. I had talked to her in a while, and then I was meal prepping. I didn't pull my camera out to do that. I meal prepped some egg and turkey bites. And anyway, I got back into bed. I ate that and I just laid back down, put my do not disturb on. I was tired. I was physically tired. I think I had mentally exhausted myself just thinking about things. And Monday was a day. And so anyway, today I just got up. I knew I didn't have to get up and go out the house. Like I don't have to get up and go out the house. I don't have to cook anything. My meals are already prepped. Lunch, dinner, and breakfast is already prepped. So I knew I was going to just be able to wake up and just start my day. And the electricity is out on that side. Well, in my son's room, his sockets are out and his light switch is out. And then my office, my light switch is on, but my sockets are out, which means my internet was down, which means, oh my gosh, how do I work? And I just immediately came back to my room, sat on my bed, and said, not today, God. Like, and started crying, like, not by boo-hooing, but like some emotional tears, because I was just like, God. And because before I got out of bed, I was just like, we about to go on a journey. Like that was my thought because I knew what I was committing to. I just knew what I was committing to, um, mentally, spiritually, and all of the things. So getting out the bed and then the electricity being out, it's just like, ah. So I had like 2 seconds of tears and was like, okay, girl, get over it. Text my brother. And it's like, hey, bro, it wasn't the
the fuse, because I know when those get tripped. I know how to do those, and I just couldn't figure it out. And I was like, I just texted him. He said he'll come over after work. Thank you. Um, thank God for capable people, because I can always count on my brother when it comes to this house. So thank God. And if not my brother, my dad is an electrician, so he would have been next on the list for me to call. Anyway, so thank you God for that. I said, okay, well, you can just use Wi-Fi. You don't need the internet. I mean, I have Wi-Fi on my phone. And I was like, but the socket in the hallway is working. I politely went and got an extension cord, unplugged. I have a really long and multi-used extension cord that I use for my business when I'm doing conferences or whatever. So I pulled her out, plugged her up in the hallway, extended it to my bed, my office, plugged up all of my, plugged up the internet. More importantly, we got internet. Plugged up my laptop because I was like, well, I can just work. I don't have to work in my office because again, I didn't like my desk area got all my plugs and all that. I got my dual monitors. It's just easier to work that way. I would have just set up shop in the living room. It was no big deal. But I was like, I just move my plugs to this one. It's right here. So I'm back in business. I say all that to say I had a moment where where he was going to try to use that experience to defeat me and have me curl back in the bed and not have a productive day, but not today. I got up, did what I need to do, continuously doing what I need to do, fix my son's lunch. I was just in that much of a good mood, and he ain't even going to work yet. So I was like, anyway, he's good. Now what I'm about to do is my nails. So um I normally just use a top coat and a builder. So here you can see is my nail bucket. And I got all of the things in there. But I'm trying to figure if I'm just going to put another top coat on or if I'm going to just try to take this top coat off and then do it the right way, because I cheated and tried to do it another way. And now here I am having to do my nails again. So we'll see. Now, just finished doing one hand, I'll do the other hand off camera. The proper way to have done that is I have these nails. It's a set of 320 pieces, and I've used this set forever. Um, Let me take one out. I stopped going to the nail salon. Now I still go and get my pedicure done because who's about to play in these toes, honey? And it comes on little strips like this. Strips like this. So of course you just pick your size. And I can use one strip twice, if not three times, if I'm getting real lucky. So I size them out, and size them out, put that back in, and then I typically go in and prep my nails, my regular nails, and what I simply do is file them down, use my little cuticle pusher. I have all of my little stuff in this little kit. So I cut down my cuticles, push back my cuticles. I may soak them, push back my cuticles, cut down my cuticles. And then I always use this, after I do that, I use this drill and just like buff, not buff, because they do have a buffer, but I just kind of drill down the nail, not drill down the nail, but kind of clean them up after I do the cuticles and all of those things. And then I apply the nail. I use this glue. I found that the brush on glue, I'm sure y'all can use any brand, but can't see this brand because this light is so bright. Let me see if I turn this light on. There we go. Child, still blurry. It is called Glamnetic. I got off of Amazon. This glue has worked perfectly for me. I have no complaints. I even have an extra one.
I will put the glue on the nail, and then I put the glue on my nail, I put the glue on the fake nail. And when I'm applying it, I always start from the corner. So I'll take the fake nail and I'll put them up, but I'll take the fake nail and apply it, lay it down to the corner first, and then fold it over. That keeps from having air bubbles. That's what makes the nail look really natural, because you won't have those air bubbles. And so, the air bubbles is where you kind of see the light spots. So I do that application and I apply it down, and I hold it for 20, 30 seconds. And then I will take a base coat. So I use this brand Beetles. Not sure if y'all can see it, but it's called Beetles. And it's a base and top coat. Then I put down a base coat on the nails, put them in the cure, whatever they call this little thing. Put them in there. Then I do my builder gel, which is by the same brand. I hate that y'all can't see this. Oh, there it is. Okay. The builder brand by Beetles. Then I put that on, and you're applying it the same way like a polish, just making sure you're coating and covering everything, and then let that cure. Is it cure? Cure, whatever. And then I put on the base coat, which again comes in this little kit. Is this the base coat? That was the top coat. I mean, the top coat. Base coat, builder gel, top coat. I didn't do it this time because I was trying to skip the process, because it can get a little time consuming because you got to do all of the layers and then cure it. But the money you save and time you save with going to the nail salon trumps all of that. And these nails have stayed on for 4 weeks, and I could have kept them on longer. But what I do is, when I get my toes done, I do my nails again. So that's how I know they stay on for 4 weeks, because I get my toes done every 4 weeks before I get a pedicure. Um, So I went and got my toes done last week. I always know Tuesdays to schedule, because I already know it's not going to be busy, and my guy is going to always be ready. And that has been the case for like the last 6 months. So it's working for me. So I put these on Thursday. So I know the next time I get my toes done, it'll be time to take these off. These do not come off. I've never had one of this set with this method that I've just showed you. I've never had one of these nails come off involuntarily. I'm always the one that is popping these nails off. So, and you cannot tell that they're press-ons. Like, you can't see it because it's light. It's just not. Yeah, you cannot tell that these are press-ons. Even like the people just don't know. And because they stay on so long, it's just worth it. It's just worth all the time, the energy, all the things. So I'm about to get into doing my other hand. I'm about to go wash my hand because now I have oil on it. And I found this little cuticle oil in the beauty supply store, which I always put on after I'm done, to give the full vibes of the nail salon with a fraction of the cost. And yeah, so I'm about to finish my nails and then get my day started. So I will see you all. I may pick the camera up, but I won't. Not doing anything magical. I'm gonna wash clothes, turn on some music, and do some work. I got some work to get done today. So do some work, and that'll be my day. If anything special magical happens, I will tap back in. Bye. Hello, what's happening? Oh gosh, I did not get back on camera yesterday because I had a full work day. I did all of the things. I don't know if you all can see. Let me see if I can zoom in. So, probably still can't see it because of the screen, but yesterday I worked on, this is a calendar over here. I worked on all of my content for higher ed consulting, as far as building out my calendar for all the way through January. Yeah, January the 21st. Yeah, y'all can't see that, but yeah, so that's what I did yesterday, which is extremely time consuming. If you all know, in order to, make sure you're posting and keeping your name out there and pretty much selling my services, that's what I'm doing. I have to be active. So in order to do that, I scheduled all of my made posts, schedule all of my posts through January 21st. The only downside is I can't seem to link my Instagram business account to Canva, and I don't know why. I have tried to log in and tried to create all the things, and it's not working. Which is a bummer because right here, y'all can't see. Let me see if I can zoom this in. Mm, y'all can't see that. But anyway, you get the vibes. Right now, it has Facebook and LinkedIn. They're all set and ready to go, but I just need IG and I can't figure it out for the life of me. So that annoys me. That is annoying me. I even went on my phone today to see if I can try to link them, but I'm gonna give it one more go and see what happens. But today is much of the same. I have a meeting at 3 with marketing consultants that I work with in order to work on Hectic, and that's it. But until up until that meeting, I have homework, so I have to work on like some data stuff for HEC, and I'm about to get into that. I It is 11:30, and I got to the gym about 7, got home close to 9, took a shower, and I had a headache. I had a headache before I went to the gym, and I'm not sure where that headache came from. So I laid down across the bed until about 11 and then got up. Um, so that I can just be productive. So that once I'm finished this meeting at 4:30, it's from 3 to 4:30. I can run my errands. I was gonna try to do it before the meeting, but I know I have stuff to do, so I'm going to do my homework assignment before the meeting. And yeah, I have not done my Bible study, not the way I wanted to do it. I read in this morning, read over some scriptures this morning, and I still have my 40-day soul fast that I have to do. I'm keeping it here so that I can remember, but I may do it tonight before I go to bed because I'm not like I have to be in the right mind space, right? And again, I told y'all if I was trying to do it before I went to the gym, let that be the first thing that I do, but this time I tried to go to the gym first, but that won't work. That won't work because I'm exhausted when I come home from the gym. I almost want to do the gym at night. Uh, I almost want to go to the gym at night because I'm exhausted and I can just come home. It's just the eating part that throws me off because then I'm eating later. Like maybe I'll have to go to the gym at 6 and then but I'll still be eating at like 8 o'clock. So, which isn't horrible. So we'll see. Tomorrow I definitely can't go in the evening. I have to go in the morning. But I'm gonna go back to doing my Bible study first because I notice that does throw a monkey wrench in it all because I come home and shower and do all the things and I just really need to just relax and be in the right mindset, and that really is first thing in the morning for me. So you try and you figure out what works and what don't work. So that did not work for you, girl. And yeah, but I will do my reading. I'm about to do this again. It's 45 minutes and this has scriptures in it. So oftentimes I'll go and read the scriptures and like write down notes in here. So we'll see. We'll see how much time I do spend on this. This may also get done at night. I just may sit all of this aside to the evening because I don't have anything to do after my meeting other than run to the stores like Walmart. I have to go to Walmart, probably go to Publix and get a rotisserie. And I have a taste for pizza, but because I'm not eating bread, I'm gonna do a cauliflower crust pizza. And it's a pizza spot that I like that's not too far from my house that I may do when I leave out the house. Because I've already eaten breakfast. I don't know if I'll be able to wait till 4:30, which is what time that meeting ends. Hmm. Because if I do, it will be my dinner. And I can get a salad from there too. So I really could just wind down a little early, which would not be a bad thing because I am kind of tired. But I think it's just that walk that I didn't even jog today at all. So that 4.5 miles, that is wearing me out. Y'all, I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't know who I thought I was. That 4.5 miles is wearing me out, and I'm, what is this, day 12? Oh, it's already been 12 days. Wow. So I have like 30 some days left. I mean, I'm going to do it. I've made the commitment. I'm gonna do it. But now I just need to figure out if I'm doing it in the morning or in the afternoon. Morning or evening. I don't know, y'all. Now I'm just rambling. Cause I really don't feel like being responsible doing this because I spent all day working yesterday. But I have to. So that's what your girl is about to do.
Let's get into these pipe cleaner curls. So here I'm just showing you that I fold the pipe cleaner in half and then just twist it at the top. This will give me some type of a grip when it's time to curl the hair around the pipe cleaner, and I just kind of preset a number. I think I did about 50 of the pipe cleaners. I just got the pipe cleaners from Walmart, and I actually watched the video online to how to do these because I you remember before I was doing t-shirt curls and I just wanted to try the pipe cleaner curls, and they pretty much give the same energy. The curls are probably maybe a little tighter because you can twist them out so far. So yeah, this is what I'm doing here. So just rolling the hair all the way down the pipe cleaner until I get to the base of my hair, and just continuously rolling. And then once I get to the end, I'll fold it over and kind of like lock it down, and that will secure the pipe cleaner down and hold the curl. And that pretty much wraps up how to do a curl. See what it will look like when I'm done. And I'll just do my whole head like this.
Hey y'all, I don't think I did an intro before I started doing this video. Um, but yeah, am trying the pipe cleaner curls, and
I'm not sure what is going on up here. I think I started losing the pattern. I was on a roll before, but I had both of my brothers here. One was working on the electrical issue that I told y'all about that I had, and then my other brother came by to look at. I thought I had a wet spot in my bathroom, and he just did the roof. So it was like, why do I have a wet spot? Well, it was the condensation from the fan, so he's gonna replace it or do something. I don't know. And he had to do some other things. He hung my sign. He put my filter on my sink. He read it. He just had a whole list. He was like, "Is there anything else I need to do?" I was like, "No, I think I'm good." But it felt so good to have both of my siblings here, taking care of your girl. Thank God. Just I don't have to worry about stuff like that. Like my dad is an electrician, and I called him, and he sent my brother because my brother is now kind of like taking over the family business. So that was pretty dope to see him. I have a younger brother. I think I mentioned this in one of my videos. Who is 27, so I'm 17 years older than him. But yeah, it was so good to see him in his element. And my older brother, who 2 years younger than him, he's always in his element. Like I feel like my brother can do absolutely anything. So I will call him for absolutely anything. So I have one more project that I want him to work on, which are the lights in my YouTube studio slash laundry room. He's gonna put new lights up and then put a air conditioning heating unit out there because it's not one out there because it's not a real room. I'm making it into a room, and I want because I will be in there. I want it to be comfortable. So my brother and my dad, one of the two, will run the electrical lines out there so that when he puts it out there, it won't be running on the same system or electricity as the house. It'll have its own line. But I'm glad he was here because he was able to tell my brother that that's what I needed. So my brother can have that conversation with my dad as to when they can get back out here and run those wires, and hopefully get me a new electrical box because it's a little older. But anyway, I had started doing my hair, and then I went to check on my brother and started talking to him, and then my other brother came, and then I just started talking to both of them and just having a good old time. I enjoy having them here. So so I sat back down to do this hair, and now I'm about to lay my edges down, and then yeah, I don't know what. I'm pretty certain I didn't roll these right. But the one thing about curls, when these things come out, you can finger roll them and go. They can go wherever you need them to be. I have to go to dinner tonight. One of my girlfriend's birthday dinner is tonight at Nobu. So I was like, well, let me put some curls in my hair because I'm going to a football game tomorrow. So let me just get the hair right. So I'm about to go and um, sit under the dryer. Well, actually, I'm about to run an errand and actually get me something to eat first because I don't go to dinner till 9, and I had a piece of pizza earlier, and there's not really anything. Everything's in the freezer, so I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna leave my hair like this because I'm not getting out the car. Wherever I'm going is gonna be a drive-through. Run out, get me something to eat, stop by the bank, get cash, and come back and sit under the dryer. Luckily, my hair had also I did this on freshly washed hair. I washed my hair, and I was trying to roll it while it was still damp so that I wouldn't have to put any product on it, but it was fine because I used my hydrating spray, and it smells like lemongrass. So my hair, when the wind hits it, you'll smell her. So yeah, so I come back, I'll sit under the dryer, probably get me a book, read a little bit while I'm under the dryer. Yeah, it's nothing else I need. I don't really want to do any work. Yeah, I don't want to do any work. I can pull my laptop out, but I do not feel like working. So yeah, I will come back on, and maybe I'll do my makeup with you all. Maybe I'll make this. I didn't. Maybe I'll make this two separate videos. I may not put this full thing, and then I'll do maybe like a get ready with me type of video because I think I know what I want to wear, but I don't know what I want to wear. So we will see. You may see this in one blog or the other. Regardless, your girl is gonna come back with some curls or doing my makeup, one of the two. So see you guys in a minute. Ah! Are you serious? Class now, like, because now you just playing. So why waste your time? But now I'm not gonna pay for classes until y'all get accredited.
Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Females made you just to trick me, trick me, trick me, trick me. Cause baby girl, you are so easily pretty. The only reason that I can do tonight is cause I know you were invited. The only reason that this dress is skin tight is cause I thought that you would like it. I'm only gone for the secret outside. Because I want you to like it. The only reason I can do tonight is because I really like you. And I can no longer hide it. What do wherever your mind then? The nicest the close of your touches. Why just tell me that you feel like I do? Try because it's super smooth. Tell me I'm that baby. Tell me you like me. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Females made you just to trick me, trick me, trick me, trick me. Cause baby girl, you are so easily pretty. The only reason
All right, y'all. So I wasn't able to talk to y'all before because I was on the phone, but this is my hair. She's really, really curly, and it's cute. I kind of be glad when the curls fall, and I have gotten dressed. And let's see if I can kind of do a semi full body. Let's see if I think y'all are back far enough. So I have on this top, this green leather skirt. You can't see my shoes. Let me see if I can turn the camera down just a smidge. Shoes. Can't really see them. Just some little mules. They're fairly comfortable. I will be valet parking, so I shouldn't have to walk far. Oh, let me get my jacket. Pause. Okay, so I can do this cream trench to go with this. I got this from the thrift store. It's an Anne Klein, but she is pretty. And of course, I would wear her over the shoulder and would give this little vibe. Oh, even though it's kind of messing up my shoulder top because isn't this top cute? I got the top from Akira. The skirt is from Express. I bought this a couple of years ago, but this would be the look with the shoes. I think I'm gonna take these shoes off because my ankles are doing a little something funny, a little strange. Or this is the green leather one I was telling you about. This one I got from Akira. And oh, look at that. Y'all, these greens, like, what do y'all think? Greens, this, oh, 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 oh. Y'all can't tell me that these two greens hitting up against each other aren't the move. But I don't think these shoes, y'all, like my ankles hurt. My ankles hurt. But I don't have, I wish I had a green shoe. I have this teal shoe. I have this one, but that's not gonna do. And the other green shoe I have is a true like lime, like green, green. And I have this mule. It's not really, it's not green clearly, but like that kind of can do a little thing if it's. And I have a purse that matches this shoe. Let's see, because I don't have a purse. So hold on, y'all. Maybe this is the look. The purse. What do y'all think? What do you think? What do you think? I know y'all can't see the shoe. Let me see if I tilt the camera down.
So my camera died, but I ended up going with this really cute mule and the matching bag. I opted for the cream trench coat instead of the green leather coat, but the look came out really good. It was a vibe. I went to Nobu with my friend. She was celebrating her birthday. All in all, Nobu was food was not that impressive, but the vibes were really good. The drink was really good. But I hope you all enjoyed the week with me. And if you want to see more week with me, then you have to tune into a whole nother channel because this was too much work. Okay. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.